I mean, you say something like that. Why would I want? So you said who was in your DMs?
Sasha Banks.
She said, "Are you allowed to discuss?"
You ain't see that?
No,
you ain't see it.
I didn't see it. No,
you saw it, Kyle?
I've been busy. What happened?
Do you want to ride in my Mercedes, boy?
Shut the
fuck. Greetings, Matthew. Are you interested?
All 155 followers.
It had numbers and the underscore in the fucking name.
Greetings, Matthew. Are you interested in buying any Bitcoin?
Hello, Mr. Handsome Matthew.
Handsome
Matthew.
Fuck? Yo, hey, Matt's full name is Matthew Genocide, yo.
Wait, hold up. Wait, so
your bank statement.
So when you grab your phone, what did you realize it was fake in the beginning, or did did you think it was Sasha Banks?
When I initially, because it was in
wipe
the other
coal
side,
out my eye.
You know what I mean? It wasn't in the regular side, it was in the requested side.
If it was the real,
and why?
Right.
If it was the real Sasha Banks, he would have threw his phone.
He would have shit himself.
Oh, we wouldn't have been having this conversation.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have been here. He would have left.
F y'all niggas, I quit.
Yeah, he would have been.
And the 50.
He would when he saw that it was a verified check next to the name, he wouldn't have even clicked it. He would have gotten a car and just drove to the performance.
Straight to Boston.
Fuck that shit.
Naked.
Straight to Boston. Oh
butt naked with a towel on his arm.
With a box full of Dunkin'.
I went straight to Boston.
I don't want to spill this.
Wait, but so there was on her
brother's a cop.
On her Instagram story, there's a code for SummerSlam with her for her.
Yeah, it says boss.
You think she's going to be at SummerSlam? Is she? That's August, July, August. She's
live in Dallas.
Unless she starts.
Yeah, I'm like Vegas.
Unless she starts being on TV soon,
I don't gotta happen.
We wouldn't have seen her since like April.
Did you? What's the probability? What's the probability of them seeing what the main event did?
Oh, running it back
and running it back.
Well, I mean,
very likely, I'd say.
I would say that Bianca's opponent probably doesn't have a whole lot of chance or future in a storyline here, so I could very much well see that going on.
Who's her current opponent?
Bailey. Or they do the triple threat.
Well, that I was wondering if they might add another person to,
because I could see maybe Sasha returns. I don't know. They haven't announced Money in the Bank yet, right?
No.
She wins that.
No, it's got to be
either beats Bianca, beats Bailey, then it becomes a triple threat match because of that.
I don't want to see that shit.
There might not be any choice. I don't know if there's anybody else really on SmackDown.
July 18th
is Money in the Bank.
Yep, Fort Worth, Texas. That'll be the first pay-per-view with
It would be her fucking name.
Yeah, that might be when she returns.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She'll return there, win the women's Money in the Bank match, and then
you think she'd be in the okay.
You don't think they would do that? The WrestleMania Backlash is going down in the Thunderdome. Like, everything's got to have a title. There was talk of there being more theme content that Vince wants. You don't think they would try and build
they bring him back Great Balls of Fire?
Probably Big Bank, take Money in the Bank or some shit like that.
Yeah, and again, she's done everything except
Money
the Rumble,
in the Big Bank, Hank.
The Rumble and Money in the Bank in terms of the accomplishments.
I feel like it's watching not happen, but it's right there for them to take it and run with it. Because we've not heard that she's injured or anything. She's kind of just been outselling the Mania match, or was at least initially selling the Mania match.
And it's also like you can't put her right back on TV and not have her and Bianca feud? Like, why would she just step back? Why it would be a rematch right away after Mania. That's why you like let her take some time off, let Bianca build, have a feud with Bayley. That's right. And a triple threat match will happen in the future. It might not be SummerSlam, but it'll be later in the year.
Yeah, it's old school booking, but we're not used to that because they don't normally keep people off TV.
Facts.
I don't fucking know. I kind of wish it really was Sasha Banks in your DM though.
So do I.
Yeah. I see. He's like, you're not the only one.
What would she have said? She would have been asking for. Y'all got any new shirts? Y'all got any leftover shirts?
Yeah, she'd be like, that's you with the shirts. I'm like, you got to
That's you with the shirts.
You're dang right.
Hey yo, I got some dope merch in the mail this week. Are you brothers? Are you brothers familiar with Alexis Littlefoot?
Then why does that name sound familiar?
Yeah, indie wrestler.
She sent me this sticker.
Hulkamania, racism running wild. That's fuck Hulk. Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, I've seen Littlefoot.
That's ill.
Yeah, yo. Shout out to Littlefoot, man. Appreciate you.
Shout out to Littlefoot.
Fuck
I'm glad to see you represent Littlefoot.
Hey yo, if you don't get them goddamn.
I got something too.
Oh no.
Yeah,
no. Thank you.
Yeah, 100%, man. We gotta get out of here, man. Start the dang show.
Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to another action-packed card of All-Star Wrestling.
Yo, why I look like Willie Mack got a C-section scar on that picture on there?
Niggas is back. Niggas is black. As always, it's the Black Wrestling Podcast, giving y'all wrestling from a nigga perspective with Davis. As always, it's your boy Cal, representing RockTheDub.com, Black Wrestling, and whatever the fuck is on my plate this week. As y'all saw and heard, the squad is on the line. Please say what's good to the people, y'all.
Yo, IlFam79 on your social media choice, a.k.a. IlFam De La Ghetto. Cannons to the left of them. Cannons to the right of them. Volley and thunder.
I'm sorry.
Cal.
What's up?
Cal.
What? I'm sorry.
Cal.
What?
1 for the money, 2's for women in foreign cars, 3's for Alizé. My brother's deceased or behind bars. At Matth Damon.
True.
Damon.
Alizé would probably hit right now.
Damon.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
If I got like some Cristal and some Alizé, just
Never had Cristal.
I had once.
Was it good?
I mean, it was like it tasted like expensive champagne.
Well, champagne is. I like champagne,
but it was like the wrappers all go anyway. I don't know. Drip. You hear?
You sounded like a white guy. You know the rappers they drink and they pour it all over. You know,
no, he meant the wrapper. I thought the wrapper of the bottle.
Either way, I'll take it.
Don't worry about it. It was before you got here.
Davis, aka Drip, stat guy for BRP, the J White Boy, and of course, I'm walking in HellInACell predictions champ. I'm walking out.
That's right.
Cody Dre, Chris Ann, Eve.
Wait.
Joe Namath. I'm guaranteeing this shit. I did it before. I'll do it again.
Hey, so basically what he's saying, he was campaigning for new owners. You know what I mean? It is that weekend. You know what I mean? Shout out.
You asked before how much for a Southern used white boy.
How much for a used white boy?
Slightly used.
I don't know. Like he might have ran through you, nigga.
You just got a picture of another man. I doubt it's slightly.
How much for a slightly used white boy is crazy, but I wrote it in the title section anyway. We'll see what happens.
That's definitely the title of the show.
750.
Shit, we'll see.
Damn, cuz.
He's 750.
It's not. It's
45.
50.
45, 50.
50.
22.
Well,
25,
all right.
37.
The wire around your.
Yeah, right around your lip.
Oh, man.
You don't have dreams, you got movies.
Yo, you'll never find.
Boom,
Blown, 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 blown.
A hairline like mine. Man, fuck this shit. I'm out.
Nah, I love it. Whatever.
Hey, yo, another underrated actor, man, Robert Governor Smith, man. The very one of them, like he in that category with Giancarlo Esposito.
Who the fuck is Ryan?
No, man, he was like, he had the gun on his nose. He said, "What's this, the nigga or the wop side? The nigga or the wop side?"
Yeah. No, he did. That shit was crazy.
Drip, you don't laugh. Not on our free people.
See what that's
Not of this holiday winter weekend, baby.
see because that's some shit my mama would laugh to, and I laugh because my mama would laugh. The WAP side of the nigga side because
that's funny.
He also had a big. It was like his nose was big too. Like
it was pointy though. It was
a lot going on with that nose. There was a lot going on. It was almost the mixing of cultures. There was a lot that happened. It was a very visual joke, is all I'm saying.
Oh shit!
Because the gun was right there with these.
Stone face.
The WAP side of the.
Yo, so was the WAP?
Look at the energy I bring to the podcast.
Was the WAP racist?
Yes.
WAP is an offensive term.
Yes.
No, that's not. Listen
You
to what
say
I'm saying.
the WAP in the movie?
I knew he was going there, but I was
Wait. Are you referring to? Yeah, you're referring to the WAP from back in the day.
I think the dance.
Oh, the other.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say I think the dance is an onomatopoeia, like smack.
What does that word mean?
No, motherfucker, we know that's my line.
Not anymore. The white man took that too.
That's damn. Wow. Juneteenth is this weekend. That's crazy.
Hey, Cal, put that down for candidate for the name of the episode. Yeah, the white man took that too.
The white man took that too.
There's no name because the white man took that.
The white man took that. It's facts. It's all facts.
So it's just nigga, wop. Like I think that's just the sound effect that go with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
the whole time we're like,
to make the WAP offensive, we would have to know what stereotype would you be taking from Italian people doing that type of movement to make it an offensive dance towards
doing that shit that Davis does.
How they mash up the tomatoes for the spaghetti sauce.
Oh, that too.
All the Peters and Pauls are like, what the fuck's going
on? A
on?
whole bunch of JoJo Pellegrinos.
This is great.
Four people know what we're talking about.
A lot of
now.
niggas talk about pro wrestling. You don't get niggas that talk about wrestling. Right here.
4 people know who JoJo Pellegrino is that listen to this podcast.
And 3 of them is here.
And 3 of them are on the podcast right now.
0 is the other one.
Hey, JoJo. Shout out to JoJo.
That's the 0.
JoJo actually listen.
Now, you know what's sad is...
Forget about it. I'm sorry.
Before we ended the podcast last week, I believe it was Matth was like... Or was it after? We didn't talk about Against All Odds at all on the podcast, did we? It was afterwards. Or maybe the next day. You were like, "Yo, we didn't mention the Impact paper." I plumb forgot that number 51 was facing Kenny Omega
I didn't.
I plumb forgot. It was for the Impact World Championship.
Yes.
I didn't remember until I saw that
He lost.
the Mo and Joe. No, when I saw Mo and Joe Black or Buck was super kicking them in their sneakers.
I don't know about you, but I felt a sense of ease.
Why? Because it was BRP 50 time, and this was happening like right as things was being released. Right as the ink was drying on the graphics that were being created for the release of the list, we see this man getting assaulted by 3 white men in the pay-per-view main event.
Yo, everybody in that match has a BRP. Everybody in that situation has a BRP nickname. Yo, Ramen Head, yo, Mo and Joe Buck, and 51. And if you actually, I mentioned that when I was on that shout out to Black Wrestling Alliance. I mentioned that on his show. Like all them niggas had a BRP nickname.
He was like,
BRP bingo.
What is that, bloke?
Wild in it.
Everybody sound like they on Snatch.
Facts.
Nah, them the
Frankie Four Fingers.
Yeah. Ain't that where Nick Nog come from?
That is when look.
Fucking hate that. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Nick Nog, get the fuck out of here. I hate it.
Man, that's how Cal goes to jail.
Facts.
That's what happens.
Facts.
Somebody rolls up. What up?
But see, the problem is now this is recorded, and there's always going to be that one person who's going to try and be like, "Hey, you fucking Nick Nog," and I'm going to have to be the one to be like, "You motherfucker!" Like I hate it. I have to force it to not be a button, but it was a button for a while.
But that's been on show.
That has been on show. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since.
Well, y'all niggas brought up Lock Stock.
He wasn't here. He was not here.
That's the first time I heard it was Lock Stock, I think.
I'd only seen it on the internet before I heard it in any movie, and anytime I saw it on the internet, it was the wrong side of the internet to be on at that time. So number 51, Kenny. Well, I heard that Don Callis is like he no longer has a position at Impact.
Correct. It's been a while. It's been like a month.
Yeah, he was like an executive something, and he's officially Kenny Omega's man.
Yeah.
Wow, Kenny Omega. Oh, what was you gonna say? Impact
Wrestling is Bodie, and AEW is Marlo Stansfield.
Yes.
Wow, that's facts. What I remember asking this before Kenny Omega was going on this Cody Rhodes-esque run of facing Impact wrestlers and beating them at the Impact pay-per-views. I remember asking, like, what it's what it is. What's the end game? Like, what is Impact getting from any of this?
Screwed.
Like Bret Hart in 97.
Damn. Why?
That's
by Sonny?
That's the go-to. That's the
stop it.
Love your sunny days.
That shit got him drug around the locker room.
Rock-a-bye, baby.
I hope it was worth it. I'm assuming it was worth it.
So
got his whole eye cop just for that.
Yeah, nah, but I don't understand how Impact benefits at all.
It's just coming down to individuals. I guess whoever defeats Kenny Omega, hopefully it's a friend of a show.
I think it's gonna be
Sami Callihan.
He's a possibility, but I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
He's next up for whatever reason. He's next up.
It's not that he's next up. He's always up over there.
Yeah.
He's always. He was the nigga who the Crimson Chin won her belt from.
What I'm saying,
He did the job.
but what I'm saying, but think about that though. Think about that though. That was around MLK Day last year. I the few times I was steadily watching Impact, I saw him cut a promo, and now he's the third or fourth Impact person that's going to be facing for the title after doing relatively nothing after losing the title.
That's their whole thing.
I think he actually has something. I think he's a booker or some shit.
He used to be the booker of CZW when he first came back there after WWE released him. I don't know if he has any sway of Impact.
He probably does.
I think he is.
Yeah, but I think he might be on the team, or I don't know if he's the head booker, but he might be on the writing team at least. Similar to Edge and Daniel Bryan around Mania earlier this year, where they were both on the SmackDown creative side.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems I've been hearing his name for so long, and I don't think I don't want to say he hasn't progressed, but I feel like he hasn't done anything. So it seems pointless to even have him in. Aside from being somebody's homie, it seems like he shouldn't really be in the position that he's in. But the fuck do I know?
Callahan, my G. Could anybody give you, if you're listening to this, can you slide us a good match from Sammy Callahan, and not the one when he busts Davey Richards' eye?
Eddie Edwards.
Same thing.
They were the American Wolves together.
I don't know who these people are.
I mean, Sammy Callahan had a pretty long stint PWG before he went to NXT. When he was Solomon.
Good.
No, I'm saying, but him and Adam Cole had a 60-minute Iron Man match.
That definitely doesn't make it good.
But in NXT as Solomon Crowe, he barely wrestled.
Cheeks.
Then was released, and then Impact. Yeah, his Eddie Edwards feud is what.
That's it, but that's because he accidentally broke his orbital bone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
And that then turned Eddie Edwards into like this hardcore wrestler before, when he was like one of the best pure technical wrestlers.
Eddie Edwards was dope.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Eddie Edwards was all over.
He was dope.
He basically became John Moxley, like what after that, like.
And now he stinks.
And now he's butt. Now he's butt cheeks.
But also, Sammy Callahan was associated with the Chris brothers in OVE.
Who?
And Speaking Out got those guys. So they did a lot of 6-man tags together. I can't remember if that was with also Pentagon, Phoenix, and someone else, or
you said the Chris brothers?
The Christ brothers, yeah.
Ludacris.
Jake and Dave Christ.
Ludacris.
And who else?
Luda and Son.
Sugar.
Luda and Judas.
And Sugar. Super Golden Crisp.
Can't get enough of that cool sugar crisp.
I don't even know.
A legit nigga.
No, yeah.
Sugar Bear?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's black as fuck.
How many other?
How many were black?
Yeah, how many were black?
I always figured the frog that was the honey smacks frog. Yeah, the smacks. I figured he was black
because he talked like Junkyard Dog. Yeah,
grab them honey smacks.
Yeah, baby. Yo, nah, Dickle Smacks was a junkie. Where's the sugar? Where's the sugar? Ow.
I'm 37 cracking the hole. Where's it?
Yo.
Hey, yo, the Count from Count Chocula was obviously a pimp.
He was a refined black man. He would have had the one coke nail on his pinky. He
had the slick back, yo.
He did have the slick back. Purple suits.
Don't let the smooth cereal fool you, nigga.
Justin Siri. Are we just talking cereal figures, cereal people? Or are we talking other niggas too? Like, are we talking like regular cartoons that like a nigga's blue or like Skeeter or whatever from
Panthro?
from
Panthro was
black.
Panthro was black.
Obviously.
Panther was a bullshit.
He was quite like lineup like give me sight beyond sight, and this nigga Panther would be like, I don't know, nigga, you kind of tripping.
Yeah. Hey, blood, you need to calm down, homie. You need to sit your ass down.
Hey, blood.
Hey,
Panther was blue. Panther was blue. He was like, hey, cuz.
hey, cuz.
I don't know what you doing with that sword around here.
Oh my god, no.
No, hey, homie, I'm saying anything cool. Right,
Panther
foot.
sounds like Graham. He was this
Like Graham is crazy, yo.
piece of the enemy show. Piece of the enemy.
Oh my god.
They had Suge D on. They had Suge D for an interview on. That's
They were breaking news.
They weren't breaking news.
Yeah, they're involved in the angle. That's dope.
That's dope.
Shout out to them.
It's dope as shit.
That's it. Hey, that's what you got to do. You know, it's when you want to make noise, whether it's a BRP 50, whatever it is, you got to set yourself apart.
And yeah, so they are like the motherfuckers come here. You own that shit. Like you own that piece. You know what I'm saying? Don't let somebody else come within this shit that we got.
Right.
And do what you do. So the enemy's already got that shit sewn up right there. So I fucks with it.
It's quick too. They said, "Fuck it, we about to go visual. Let's turn it up. You know, another notch." Yeah, I love a piece of them. That's dope to see.
Yeah.
God. So ACH, Super ACH. I'm sorry.
Do not forget the super.
He said, "Bitch." Don't forget the super, bitch. He posted on Instagram. He said, "No need for the dramatic or emotional wordplay. As of today, I will officially step away from professional wrestling. Thank you all for the support and love." He got a lot of homies. Again, Suge D, Shane Taylor. There's a lot of folks that were Willow Nightingale, who was just on AEW the other day. Shouts to her. There's a lot of people who are in the comments showing love, but there's also because there's a couple of theories that are going around about retirements, and there was questions about if this was a work. Is that insensitive to ask if this is a work?
It's pro wrestling. No, it's not so insensitive.
Yeah.
Exactly. It trains us to believe everything's a work.
I think looking at the first time, the first time this happened, that was a retirement, right?
He retired after the Jordan Miles situation.
Him and Lio Rush.
We'll
get there.
No, I'm just I wasn't trying to jump. I'm just saying.
Right. No. Well, I mean, it's a thing that's been going on because Lio Rush just announced. Well, Lio Rush at the very least. I don't know what ACH's situation is. It was kind of just he'd been wrestling. He posted up a black square on Instagram and said he's retiring. He retired after the Jordan Miles stuff.
Yeah, I have it right here.
What date was
November
that?
21st, he was released, and then he was announced to be signing with MLW December 6th.
That's
then retired. Yep.
Right.
As they said, and then retired. Well, he said he quit pro wrestling then. However, he made his return December 29th, 2019 at Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment.
So it was
participated in ECW events.
He got released, he retired, and came back within like a month in 2019. Yeah. Lio Rush, I remember he was promoting his last match. It was going to be happening during Raw, and then come to find out it was like a song or an album called His Last Match or something.
Yeah.
The one day he teased a match with Enzo Amore, and then it was a video of them rapping while they pro wrestled each other.
The final match is his album.
The final match is what it was called. So Leo's done this a couple times. He's currently retired while on injury before he goes to New Japan to finish his contract.
Also, new single and visual dropping this Friday by Lio Rush called "Off the Top."
What's ACH going to be doing?
I was going to say, I mean,
off the top.
He going off the top. He's coming off the top.
He's coming.
I mean,
the
nuts are on the top. So
the
I
nuts,
mean,
the nuts should not be on the top.
nuts
How
are
did
on
you
the
get the
top,
Franks
yo.
above the beans?
They should.
The
Franks
nuts
and
are on the
beans.
top, yo.
I imagine there have been situations where, for some people, the nuts have been on the top, but it's not how it should be. But it does.
Have you tasted the nuts on the top
Me?
of the Snickers?
No, I'm just saying, the nuts go on the top.
You asking me?
It looked
The
like
nuts on the
Gonzo.
top, son.
I've eaten
Of
the
the
Snickers
Snickers.
before.
Have you ate the nuts first?
I never. I don't know. I just. eat.
Why you answer? Why do you answer that?
We got.
Why do you ask
We're
that?
having a conversation.
No.
it's my fault. I brought it back up. My fault.
That was
Call
a
back,
good
guys.
conversation.
I just eat the candy. I don't know nothing about where. I just eat the candy.
So you
Yo,
didn't try
why
it.
you got you?
You didn't try it after we had that conversation?
What?
You didn't try it after that show?
No.
Did you try it, Drip?
The Snickers one?
Yeah, he tried it.
No, remember I showed you I had the drumstick.
I put the nuts on the top of it. I just
I didn't try it. I promise I didn't try it. I didn't know anything about it.
Did you try it?
no.
That's a yes.
That is not true. No. That is a nah. I'm cool. I'm all right. In his perfect world, a nigga be at home and then he open it. The nuts is on top. Nigga, we're not having that.
The nuts are on top, yeah.
We're not,
They are.
we not doing it.
But yeah, I mean, I kind of thought the Lio Rush thing at first was the work just
Right.
but then the whole injury thing, I'm like, oh, it makes sense. But then he said he was going to fulfill his obligations. I'm like, if you're able to fulfill the obligations, what's really stopping you from going forward? Unless you're just like this, then I'm out. You know, one last job.
They might have paid him already.
No,
He lied. Yo, if Leo see this, it's a joke, my nigga. It's a
That
joke.
was funny. No, that was funny. That was funny.
He
That was
got
funny.
paid already, man.
He probably got paid up front. I mean, in New Japan, there was probably a lot going on. There was probably a lot. They wanted to secure talent and all that stuff. Yeah, there's probably a lot going on.
And they're probably old school.
Was
like, you got bookings. We got booking. Like, you owe us. Like,
Facts.
Yo, what my man tweeted, yo, he said, God dang, said Lio Rush, ACH, and facing Trey Jackson in the same year.
It's facts. No, it's facts.
Hey, look, Chris, Willie, no, we will not accept your resignation this year. All right, I seen you on the live with the Pope. You know what I mean, on Friday nights, Willie Mack. Look, you got better stuff. Look, he NWA. You stay away from them niggas. Just go ahead. They don't like niggas over there. Just go ahead and because they have not been booking him well over there. By the way, as of the last quite a few months
since that program. Since that big program with the four of them, and it became Chris Bay and Rich Homie Swan, Willie Mack kind of faded into the background. He's been around, but he's really been in the background chilling for whatever reason.
He got demoted and had to wrestle Homeboy.
He keep losing. He's fighting Kaz, right?
Nah.
Somebody's losing the Kaz though, because Big Kaz is back.
Oh yeah, no. He wasn't fighting Kaz, was he?
let me see.
Whatever that nigga's name is now.
William W. Morrissey, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
W. Morrissey, yeah.
I'm back there.
1 month ago, W. Morrissey destroys Willie Mack is the title of the Impact video. W. Morrissey, it's nothing truly personal, Willie Mack. I'm just beating the fuck out of you because you're black. That's not a direct quote, but I mean,
whoa! I was like, wait a minute. I know he's Trump, but still.
Why?
Yeah, and against
WM
the odds,
Horacy.
and against the odds, he'd beaten Rich Swann as well.
Yeah, he did beat Rich Swann.
So something's.
What's the obsession with? What's the obsession, son?
With what?
Ex-WWE niggas?
XW.
But that goes for AEW as well, though.
I didn't even get to all of what that I was gonna say.
No, say it.
Big white men from the WWE. What's
question.
the obsession? Because that's not the standard, son.
No.
Ain't no standard.
No.
Ain't no standard, but that WWE tenure has some cachet outside of the WWE, and every company acts like it doesn't. And that's what it is. All these little companies, they like that he was in the WWE.
The thing is, you've taken somebody who wasn't mid card, like he lower. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They were.
Don't forget, he was part of a huge act that was over.
Yeah,
he was Enzo's man. He was catching whatever.
He was catching the Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins. Like
he was gone.
You saw them together. Then they broke up. Then it was like who the fuck cares?
So he wasn't piping hot.
I was gonna say Angelo eats more off of Montez than Big Cass eats off of Enzo, but a lot of that's because of their backstage, whatever you call it.
He's lower mid tier. Right. What's this? I don't care if he came from this. I'm not watching your show because he came from this company. I don't want to see this nigga.
That's still the why.
Yeah. Well, I think at the end of the day, because we talked about it not too long ago, the question of what stars have AEW made.
When this nigga said Big Cass, I thought it was Cass from Complex, nigga. I'm like, yo, when did he stop wrestling? Wasn't he just on the show?
Him and Wilkins, they got a tag match at Jobber Slam next month. Nah,
I got my money on Wilkins.
When it comes to pro wrestling stars,
that nigga gonna scream on him like Goro's wife.
Sit down, lay down.
I still have morals.
The WWE is the only ones making legit stars. We've talked about when is The Rock going to be the person coming in taking on Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns was just he was talking. I forget where he did the interview, but he basically told The Rock and John Cena to go stay on the movie set. It's my time now. It's time to shut.
Hold on, really quick. I gotta because I don't want to run this red light because I
gotta go to the bathroom.
Nah, I do that when I won't.
That seat is soaked.
Are the that's really gross.
It's pretty nasty. It's pretty nasty.
Is the WWE really making stars?
Well, no. What I'm saying is,
ask Drew McIntyre.
When it comes to pro wrestling, they're the only ones who have made stars. Remember, I mentioned specifically The Rock and John Cena. Those are probably some of the last stars, genuine stars that have been made.
I think Roman is legit.
But what I'm saying though is when we talk about names and we talk about who can move the needle, it's nobody else is making anybody. Nobody else is being made anywhere. WWE is not making people. That's why they keep having to go back and rely on the Brocks and the Rocks and the John Cena's. Just it is what it is, they've not made a star.
The ill part is AEW has stars to be made, and they're unmaking them niggas.
They can't
Hangman Page, Kenny Omega. They unmade those niggas.
They can't do it. There's too much, and again, it was one of those things at the beginning. Why aren't the quote unquote best wrestlers in the world the champions? They wanted to go a different route. But if you're not making these people into anything and you're still proclaimed to be the top dog, why the fuck y'all ain't got the titles for X amount of time? It's just these are the questions that are made because you assume that the stars of the company would be the top dogs, or at the very least in that contention on a regular basis, and it's not always like that.
Hey, do you got a York peppermint patty?
Not me. I think
My bad, Cal. This nigga look like he eating a York peppermint patty and shit.
It look like a chip.
Nah, the way he was holding that motherfucker. Yo, rewind the tape. Rewind the footage.
Nah, I can't tell. It's not.
You're
Sound like you're saying nigga backwards. That's what it sounded like.
No.
It sounded like the radio.
What you gonna say? You know how to say nigga backwards, Dave? Is that what you gonna say?
Not today. No.
He said not today. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Not on this pod. Not when you're affiliated with us. You got to go when you leave this podcast after the bitter feud that we have.
Whoa! What do we?
I'm just saying that if this trajectory goes down that path where we break up and have a bitter feud, and you go like guest on the White Rasslin podcast, you might have to say some N-word.
From a winner perspective,
you might have to. Is all I'm saying. I'm not saying practice, but
Marky Mark's Good Vibrations is going to be a theme song to that podcast.
You leave the tattoo with us.
Like on Sons of Anarchy, you want us to cut it off or burn it off.
With us.
Yeah, when he said that, I was like, no, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
You gotta burn that off.
Yeah,
you gotta burn that off. Nah, facts. So I was watching Raw this week, and because I was intrigued. They said that Eva Marie was going to be making her debut on Raw, and my suspicion was that it wasn't square biz with the vignettes. They've been trying to paint her as the model superstar, the talent who's paying it forward. So of course, when she's on TV, the idea is that's the front, and she's really a piece of trash.
Well, the funny thing is, like, they try to paint her as like someone who did something before when she didn't do shit during the first round, and then when she post WWE, she also didn't do shit, like nothing mainstream,
right?
To get her exposure of like, oh, like she made a movie that was really well done, or like she did nothing. Influencer. Yeah, literally crickets in and out of the ring, and she comes back just because, again, like we discussed before, because of her looks, because they already established that from the early seasons of Total Divas that like she wasn't in it because she loved wrestling or that, like she was someone who's trying to use that as a catapult
for another career.
Bigger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think like the Rock's production company signed her something to a deal, if I remember, because she was at like the San Andreas red carpet.
Yeah, I think they were trying to make her into something, put her in the movies.
San Andreas had a red carpet.
It's The Rock, baby. Of course it did.
Jesus Christ!
What did that movie do? Sidebar.
That did like.
Why didn't that movie have anything to do with Grand Theft Auto?
It really did.
I knew that was coming.
It really didn't. San Andreas dropped 20.
Like 400, right? 400.
Yeah, it was made a budget 110 million, made 474 million at the box office. 49% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Dwayne Johnson movie makes 400 million. That isn't Fast and Furious.
Well, hey, I don't
even watch Fast and Furious.
Drip's gonna get mad at you.
I have no idea none of this shit. Like,
no, you see, this is what happens in fact.
They got car magnets in this one, yo.
Huh?
They do have car magnets in that.
Car magnets, and then they use grappling hooks for cars.
Yo, didn't he flip a car in this shit?
They had a car that specifically flipped other cars. It had a little thing that came out. It was basically a ramp, and that flipped right up. That's when they were in London fighting Owen Shaw and his group of Psycho Rangers.
And this is exciting to you?
Oh, it's amazing. It's the best thing ever.
Well, outside, I've been trying to figure outside of superheroes and niggas with powers. Like Fast and Furious is one of the only like ongoing franchises.
Niggas made 10 of them movies.
20 years old. Huh?
Niggas made 10 of the movies, right?
Yep.
This next one is number 9. But
it's the 10th and because Hobbs and Shaw.
If you count Hobbs and Shaw, it's 10 films, but yeah.
Hey, let them niggas Roman Reigns in the movie holding a hook like the nigga off of
Roman Reigns. That's the thing. Like Roman Reigns is talking this shit. He did a movie, didn't have a fucking line besides. Wah!
Yeah. Nah, I don't like that counts as doing a movie.
He's like, go back to set. Meanwhile, like when you like because you can't make it in Hollywood.
Look,
relax. Like,
look, peace.
How many movies you got, nigga?
Peace to the tribal chief.
Every week, this show is a movie.
That's not. That's good. That's good.
That's corn.
The opinions of Drip do not represent the totality of the Black Wrestling Podcast. I will say, Roman Reigns, he's doing enough great acting every Friday night on SmackDown. I don't need him to say any more lines than the fact that he hit the Elvis Presley. He hit the fucking
I'm all shook up.
He hit the stanky leg in the ring. Like, what was that shit he was doing?
I got hit with it.
I don't know. But I know that nigga threw Eddie Guerrero's son a country mile down the walkway.
He put that nigga up like he was about to powerbomb him and threw that nigga up the ramp.
He like drip size.
It looked like a receipt, yo. It looked like he said something wild. That nigga said
10 niggas said Kobe.
He like drip size, son.
Nigga,
I'm like Rey Mysterio. So.
Hey, nigga, drip ain't no goddamn little Eddie size.
Again, that kid is 6 foot, and Rey Mysterio is 5'5".
Yeah, but he's like 6'2". He's 6 foot, like 45 pounds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're about the same weight.
Kobe. I'm sorry.
He's gonna throw him a mile.
I made myself laugh.
But
yeah, that's the feud. But that's the feud now. It's Roman versus the fucking Mysterios.
That's not a feud. That's a match.
That's a match.
A match where
the feud is the bloodline.
He's gonna kill. He's gonna kill Eddie Mysterio.
Mm-hmm.
Well, again, I mean, when we get to Hell in a Cell predictions, it's Roman versus Ray. But
Ray Mysterio.
Wait, so but is it not? It's this is the only match they've had
ever.
Roman and Ray.
Yeah,
I don't remember seeing him.
Nah.
Yeah, because right when Roman was ascending, Rey Mysterio was on the outs.
Nah, they wrestled before.
They probably done 6-man tag.
This is weird. All right, I was checking Wikipedia because I know Heyman accepted the challenge, but they don't have it listed as an official match, at least on Wikipedia.
That's where I got it from.
I'm looking at it. They've got Bobby, Drew, Rhea, Bianca, Alexa.
You gonna do this now?
No, I was just checking to see if it was an official match or not at Hell in a Cell. Because all I remembered was Paul Heyman making those comments after Talking Smack. Something tells me that we're gonna get another contract signing on SmackDown this week. I wouldn't be surprised anyway.
Yeah. Roman and Ray have never had a singles match. They've been in tag matches where the Rey Mysterio teamed with the Usos to face the Shield. That was the first time they ever faced each other on TV.
Roman about to kill that man.
But yeah, it's either been multi-man tag matches. Yeah, because in that Survivor Series in 2013, Roman eliminated everyone. I think Ray was the last guy.
He about to murder this old man. Can he get in trouble if Roman were to kill somebody in the ring? Would he get in trouble?
No. So it's just workman's comp.
I mean, shit. Jimmy Snuka killed someone outside the ring, and he didn't get in trouble.
You know, he might be paying for it right now.
The facts.
But again, he was old. So
who turned the heat on?
That's fact. It wasn't this hot yesterday, so
bullshit.
Nah, but goddamn,
Roddy, open up a coconut, nigga.
So Eva Marie debuts to bring in what's the woman's name?
Piper Niven.
I'd seen her before. Was she was
NXT UK.
But did she do one of the Mae Young Classics or something like that?
I believe so. Maybe
Yeah.
I think
one.
that might have been the first time I saw her in ring. But so the story is she's gonna have Piper wrestle the matches and accept the glory, and Piper doesn't understand that she's getting played.
Like, how long is this gonna last?
There are two really egregious things here.
What's up?
Going on?
What's up?
The first thing is the obvious thing. Naomi, right?
Yeah.
So that's the first like really egregious thing. But also, there is the Piper Nevins thing, and the problem with her is how they make her look already.
Right.
You know what I mean? She's a bigger young lady. She
Who can wrestle?
Who can wrestle?
can go right. What do? They honestly they make her a doofus. They were gonna give her a goofy name that they changed and they backpedaled on.
And you mean they as in the main roster again? Because NXT she's completely.
Right. I'm talking about WWE, like regular. You know what I mean? The main roster. The niggas was ready to give her a stupid name. They give her real dumb ponytails and they make her oafish. They make her goofy because she's a bigger girl. Like they make her female Otis.
Right.
Yeah.
Eva Marie looked like she didn't even want to be touched by Piper when she won the match. She was kind of like, ugh, like get off.
And I think that's the thing they're going for is you wrestle the matches and like
get away from me.
Mean girl shit. Yeah.
So here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. And I know it's gonna be impossible for you internet niggas. But if you do not want to see Eva Marie on your TV, when she comes on, don't respond.
Yeah.
Don't tweet. Don't post. Turn the channel. Because that's what's going to cause her to get off your TV. But if you lose your mind, I'm tired of this little thing. They love it. It's great. No, don't do that.
Right.
Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Get this broad off at TV. Secondly, if there were a white professional wrestler with the athletic prowess and capabilities and personalities of Naomi, at this point in her career, she'd have been the world champion Charlotte number of times.
Word. It's sad.
I'm sorry.
No, it's sad. And it's sad because we got to put the list together and be like, yo, she's number 48. But again, it's because of this shit. Look at this. Look at this list.
And again, it's within that time frame. It's not of all time, and all time she wouldn't be 48.
This was just July of last year. And you keep going, you know? And we can go back years. It's bullshit. This is why I know things haven't changed. They're progressing towards the right way a bit, but the fundamentals, the shit that would be common practice if people didn't look at things a certain way. If we're talking about the best people for the job, what that shows me is Naomi is great enough to get this person we can't really figure out in this bullshit ass story over.
And you're kind of asking why, and look what look what happened the last 2 months. Look at who they've released. A lot of women who would be in that role to do jobs. Chelsea Green, Santana Garrett, Lana. All those women don't have the skill and ability as Naomi, so she gets the short end in terms of having to do the job for Eva Marie. Where realistically, those women, again, they really should be right. She's, again, really good, but I'd say the cutbacks are affecting a lot of creative matches. Again, like that's what I said about again, this is why we're getting Drew Bobby again. Look who they've released instead of giving shots to.
Well, I think you're not wrong. I think the way I see the cutbacks is it's kind of indicative of, I mean, you can look at it one of two ways. Either creative doesn't know what they're doing, or creative knows what they're doing. Either they don't know what they're doing, or they think they know what they're doing, but what they're doing is just not beneficial to what would make an enjoying show, because they clearly have some type of something that they're getting towards, at least in a couple of storylines. I'm assuming they know what's going on with Roman, given that people who are very famous can make their schedules available. But when it comes to some of these people, they're just you cannot tell me that after the inevitable Piper versus, or whatever Piper's name is going to be on the main roster, once Piper and Eva Marie have their fallout and their final match, Eva Marie just becomes a regular wrestler on the roster. Like
here's the thing: the rumor is the Bellas are coming back.
To do what?
They need names. They need names that people know. They've not made any stars.
They're in a major state of flux. There is a lot going on left and right and everywhere, and there are a lot of people. They're bringing in new writers. We saw the two sisters that they bring in last week.
Word.
But it's too much going on at this point. Where what I mean? I think a lot of it is just holding patterns because they got to figure out which direction they're going in. You know what I'm saying? But while they're getting there, like while they're figuring it out.
I go ahead.
Oh, I was saying, and that's what I mean. When I say Creator doesn't know too, Aleister Black, Tommy Ann said a few weeks ago on his Twitch, they're trying really hard to do. Again, he was not just saying that from I don't think his perspective. I think he's just in general, creative tries really hard. I think at the end of the day, it's Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon who are yes, no, yes, right. No, yes. Yeah. Anything that isn't Roman Reigns.
In off-air conversations I've had with a number of people, not just people who are creative, but just people who may have an understanding of how things work in general, it seems like the pattern is the WWE always needs writers. It's the turnover rate is crazy. They see somebody who has passion for the art of professional wrestling. They bring them in, and whether it's a writer or a superstar, they make them conform to their way, which is great if you. This one sounds so terrible. If you want to shut your mind off and kind of just collect your check and do some form of what you like to do in the ring, you can do that. But for motherfuckers that's really creative, that really want to take risks and push envelopes, aka the people who usually defect to the other federations first, it's not a good environment for them because it's not conducive to your individual creativity. A lot of it is conducive to what the 6 or 7 people that actually make the creative decisions want. You know what I'm saying? You have to work within their confines. And I think at this point, we're not in a world where it's about anything but what they deem to be the way things go. Because anything that's against that, they reject it. It's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Not immediately, but it's gone.
Yeah. Real quick, Piper Niven was in the first Mae Young Classic in 2017, not the second.
I remember seeing her there, and because I'd never seen her before, so I had to Google her and figure out who the hell Piper. Because again, she's got a big personality. You can even see it on Raw, but I don't know. You kind of just wish that this wasn't the way that she was being introduced.
They made it too goofy because she's a bigger girl,
because she's a big woman.
That's you.
It sucks. It sucks. It's Piggy James. It's any of the stereotypes and offensive content they've had based off of people with body types they don't consider to be desirable. But
and that's the Vince McMahon wheelhouse. That's his shit.
Exactly.
Such good shit. He loves it.
Exactly.
Remember they kept changing Keith Lee Gear. Now he's gone. We don't know where the nigga at.
They put a fucking tunic on that nigga. He still hasn't talked about what happened.
They trying to get that shit off.
Is that how you heard it?
Oh my god!
I almost got it. I almost got it.
I'm almost there. Almost there.
Mia. Mia.
Fuck.
Mia grease me up.
I wanted to make a joke about him.
Grease me up.
I wanted to make a joke about him asking her to turn up some of that terrible rap music he listens to, but I cannot think of the names of those rappers to know.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
John McEnroe nigga. Yeah, whatever the name was.
When oh god, who said that in the chat? I was like, who the hell is that? Tom McDonald?
Petey Wheatstraw, the devil's son-in-law.
I almost said Tom McGee, but I'm like, that's a Bret Hart match.
It might be Tom McDonald.
Yeah, that's Tom McDonald.
This Sunday,
He had a farm.
This Sunday is Hell in a Cell. I guess this is one of the. We got to be at one of the. Yeah, it is. It's the final WWE pay-per-view to be broadcast from the Thunderdome, and will also be the final pay-per-view at the WWE's residency at the Yingling Center. So that means that Money in the Bank is going to. Is that the first pay-per-view that's on the road?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, kind of
In Texas.
I didn't realize. I wasn't even putting two and two together. Okay. Right now, if you add the Roman match that hasn't been, I guess, officially announced by WWE, there's only 5 matches on the card. You want to go through this card, Drip, and get these predictions going?
Yeah, I mean, the first is kind of the most obvious. Bobby Lashley defending the WWE Championship against Drew McIntyre in a last chance Hell in a Cell match.
What's that mean? What's a last chance match?
You know what that means?
No. Last chance also
means
calls do or die.
Mm-hmm.
If the challenger,
oh, sorry.
if he doesn't win so Drew doesn't win the match, he can't. It's the Cody Rhodes shit.
Wait a minute. 28 minutes ago, WWE's Instagram said Rey Mysterio and Roman Reigns will be facing each other tomorrow in a Hell in a Cell match.
So that's not even on the paper.
That's why it's changed, because it was on Wikipedia when I had to write it down for the predictions, but now that's probably why it's not there, Kyle.
That's not even on the pay-per-view. They're doing
They book Dominic and Roman.
Who's dying?
Well, Ray's gonna die tomorrow.
Yeah,
he might lose his eye again.
If he loses his eye, he's losing both eyes. He's gonna lose a part of his skull too. I think Roman about to fuck him up.
Do you see what this is? You see what these guys are trying to do to our family? You see
Dad.
Super Daddy.
That's not even his son.
Super
You
Daddy.
understand that, Oos?
Roman,
not even his son.
If you don't think he's not throwing him off the top,
I was gonna say he might throw somebody
Where the
into the
nuts are.
Thunderdomes.
He can't, yo.
He gonna throw him into the
Thunderdome. That's how I know he had.
definitely-
That's how I know he had the nuts. You took the nuts right off the top.
So Drew McIntyre's winning this match.
I don't think so.
A
Is he
last
going with
chance. It's his last chance to fight for the title. If he loses this, he's not getting any more defenses in a Hell in a Cell match.
No more
Bobby's
defenses against Bobby.
Against Bobby Lashley.
He's winning that title.
That's your pick?
Yes.
All right.
Cuz, are you looking at Cal?
Bobby.
Bobby.
I'll go with Bobby as well.
I want Bobby to win. Last chance.
Last chance.
Last chance against Bobby.
Last chance, no breaks.
Last chance sounds like the black man is losing the title.
Nah, sound like they want him to win in front of fans. Ain't no fans at this one.
Yeah. Well, again, I said that at Mania. They didn't do it.
Yo, I think I got to invite the Thunderdome for the pay-per-view too.
You should go.
It's gonna be Father's Day.
I'll probably be watching the pay-per-view on Father's Day, honestly. With a beer. Are we zooming that day?
With
Next match, please. Next match, please.
Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley will be defending the Raw Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair.
A singles match for the Raw Women's Championship.
Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair facing the champion for the title.
Facing Drip Face.
Rhea
Should
Dripley.
I have
Rhea
really
Dripley.
gotten that action figure? Should I really bought it right then and there
Yeah.
No,
and put it like right on the mic to like?
I think you should stand up for yourself and stop letting niggas call you that Dripley.
For Halloween, you should be Rhea Dripley. What you mean?
That means I just gotta walk outside normal.
You know, you need the collar.
He wants you, now. Cal wants you to put on makeup.
You need to be, you might need some black
I need you to
lipstick. You
listen
need
to
to be
me right
doing
now, Drip.
these.
No, take makeup off.
I was gonna say, who says I'm not?
Take the makeup off.
Drip, I need you to listen to me right now, Drip. You come around
This
here.
is my insanity.
Hey, Drip. You come around here. I mean, nah, you know what I mean? She like black men. You like Drake. He kind of a black man. So, nah, listen. Don't you let niggas talk.
Look at this
Listen.
shit.
Don't you let niggas talk to you like this, Drip.
Except for your black daddy.
It is Father's Day coming up.
It is Father's Day
Thank
coming
you,
up.
Drip.
Don't
It's
you let
Father's Day
don't
coming
you let them talk to you like this, Drip. I'm trying to tell you.
I think
He's talking to you like it.
Charlotte Flair's winning this match.
Yeah.
Cause
I go Rhea.
I'm going Rhea.
All right.
You going Rhea too? Drip?
Me? No, I said Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
Yep. There it is.
Charlotte.
You saying
yo,
that's the?
I think they gave us a clone of Charlotte. Yo, remember how Gucci came back looking different? They said it was a clone. This a clone too.
It's a different person entirely.
This the same nigga that made the Gucci clone, made the Charlotte clone.
She ain't take the. No, she just got the. You know, on Mortal Kombat when Reptile take the. She got something on.
God damn.
You just take it off. Yeah.
Yeah, she got to take it off.
Face. Face off. Face.
Yeah.
What's the next match?
You ain't never played with Reptile? I used to play with Reptile.
I never played with Reptile.
Yeah, he
I
used
don't
to
like animals.
on the later Mortal Kombat. He used to take the shit off.
Well, because they made him more of a reptile in
He
the
was
face.
already a
and shit.
reptile and shit.
That nigga was just a lizard on the movie.
Well, no, but
Right.
when he started in the game, they was all just
Sub-Zeros.
it was all just motherfuckers with the different color ninja suits on. And then by like the third and fourth game, it was like, all
Nah,
right.
he spit. He did different stuff. So
Or they might turn into it for their fatality, but then it was always some white dude with these.
Just another white dude.
It was always a white dude. It was always a white guy.
Math, real quick.
A
Math,
black man couldn't do this.
Milwaukee 66, Brooklyn 55. 6 minutes left in the third.
Shit.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Shouts out to everybody giving love to JTG on the BRP 52. That's good to see. So
yo.
That's why brothers like that have to make the list because they are out there representing. Now what's the next match, Trip?
We got Bianca Belair defending the SmackDown Women's Championship against Bayley. The Bayley.
It's June.
It don't matter what month it is.
Bianca.
Do you think
The day after?
the day after Juneteenth,
Nope.
the WWE would take the title from Bianca Belair?
This is not Hispanic. heritage
Vince-
It's gonna be
Did
it's gonna be
Vince
live
McMahon
this
continue the
Juneteenth
show?
winning weekend. We got tickets to the Whispers.
We got fish plates in the stands. Come on down, please, won't you? $20 at the door.
Ain't no way, son.
Come on down to Juneteenth winning weekend. Who you got, baby? Who you got?
It might be too early for Bianca to lose that belt. It's only been
Way too early.
This is her. Who did she fight? Did she fight at WrestleMania Backlash?
Yeah.
Bayley.
So this is the second match.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All Bailey's been doing on TV is ding dong hello.
Yeah, she want to make her say hello to a ding dong.
God.
Yep, I'm out of here.
Oh, you're out of here.
Out of here.
All right, so that's a unanimous for Bianca.
Yeah, I think it's Bianca, and that's it.
And then we have Alexa Bliss versus
God.
Shayna Baszler.
I've not been paying. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Well, Alexa Bliss finally wrestled a match this week. For the first time in I don't know how long.
It's been a minute.
She looked cool.
Did it have theatrics? Like, was she changing outfit? It was just a regular match.
She did some Bray Wyatt like little weird
mannerisms.
Yeah, but it was a match.
I didn't see what happened last week when everyone was in an uproar. I still haven't seen what happened last week. I have no idea.
I didn't see it either.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I've not paid attention to the Alexa Bliss storylines at all. She's on swings and she wants to wrestle people.
That third hour of Raw is pretty much dedicated to that. That's why I haven't watched Raw the last week. But whenever I
ain't watched Raw so long, I didn't know it was a third hour.
I'm gonna go Shayna Baszler.
Cal got himself way out the paint.
Yeah.
I'm going with Alexa Bliss, yeah.
Yeah, Bliss.
Yeah, pretty much. Cal said, fuck it, I'm gonna win this shit.
Wow.
I'm even gonna win big.
Or fuck it.
Cal's like I'm gonna shut that white boy up.
Do I give a shit about like Alexa Bliss and Shayna Baszler? Like what exactly? We all lose.
Fair enough.
We all watching this shit.
I may not watch the match.
Aforementioned match was Rey Mysterio versus Roman Reigns, which will be happening tomorrow instead. I think we all would have picked Roman Reigns. No.
So there's no.
They'll probably add a match on Saturday. They'll announce it on Instagram or on the.
Well, they gotta do Street Profits and
Usos, yeah.
No, Street Profits. It's Street Profits and Otis and
Gable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're doing a singles match of Dawkins and Otis tomorrow.
You saw the singles match of Montez Harold.
We're doing this now.
I didn't see the match. I
haven't seen it yet. I haven't watched SmackDown yet.
I saw it.
Cause
they schmazola.
It was a stinker.
No, it wasn't a stinker.
It wasn't a stinker.
No.
It was
cool,
good.
but they didn't get time. It wasn't like they were trying to.
They had like 5 minutes.
Yeah, they weren't trying to carve out like a great match. It was some moves, and then they had to run in, and niggas backstage getting beat up. And
wait, Matt.
WWE.
Matt, what are you trying to say?
I didn't say shit, Cal.
What are you trying to say?
No. Remember, I respect Matt standing on this island. He's one of the few who has this.
No, because you brought it up. So it was Montez and who?
Tucker.
No.
It was Montez and Tucker for real?
Yeah.
No.
Who's
Tucker doesn't work there anymore.
Who's Chad Gable? Tucker.
Don't you fucking do this. Don't you fucking we are not doing this.
It was what was his name before?
Shorty G is the
it was Shorty G and Montez Ford had a match. And Matth is saying that. Well, what Matth is not saying.
I did not say
what
that.
Matth is not saying is if Montez Ford is really the star, why we didn't see it in the match against Shorty G?
No, they didn't. Like
they didn't get time.
They didn't get a lot of time. But I think that the singles match was to showcase Chad Gable because he did a lot of fly shit.
Because that's what Chad
Gable
could do. Yeah.
They're building this team.
So Math, if they gave Shorty G and Montez Ford
fire
17 minutes.
Yeah,
it's all right. Here's the problem.
You can't give them 17 minutes.
But it's also not the match time.
You can't.
It's because hold on, because you got to put these guys in the feud first, right? And they're just building the feud now. But if you get these niggas like they're making Otis look unstoppable. That's what they're trying to do. If you give these guys time and they're tell a story, first of all, the tag team match would be great. But I think if given time and a storyline, I think Montez could pull it off.
Well, I think Matt. I think what Matt is saying is that if you give Montez time, you're gonna get you a long stinker, which sounds crazy.
It's a reason why he's not gonna get time. He's not gonna get that long match. That long match is gonna be a tag match.
What's the reason?
Because he's not. you're hiding. You gotta hide them to make them the reason why the Street Profits blow. You gotta hide it, because once you put them in the ring for that long time, you're gonna see that it's really no shine on it.
Montez Ford is the Ultimate Warrior.
No,
he's actually he's better.
He's just saying that there isn't much there to showcase a single star.
He's an athlete.
But that was the Warrior. I mean, there was they had to.
Oh, come on.
He was just bulked up.
Like, no. What I'm saying though is, you couldn't have a regular match with the Warrior because he was bulked up. You could get him running around. The things you could get from him.
When you're on that much coke, of course you're going to run around.
But what I'm saying is, what you remember from an Ultimate Warrior match was there because that's all he could give. They were showing you the best of him, because if they were to show you the totality, he wouldn't have been the star. I'm not saying that Montez is as bad as Ultimate Warrior, but what I'm saying is it sounds like what's being said is it's a similar situation. You're giving them less time, because if you give them more time, you're going to expose them.
You're gonna see Montez Ford. He can, like, you can work with Montez Ford. I don't think you could have worked with the Ultimate Warrior.
No, right.
He can legit take punishment for the match, but he can't give the punishment.
No, he is the
spot guy.
He is the spot guy. He is the seller of the team. You know,
yes.
if he would be in. He's not the technical Bret Hart, but he would be the Bret Hart waiting for the hot tag from Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Yes, but it's nothing to build on out. That's why you have a tag team partner for him.
So he needs shades. He needs shades to give the kids.
Well, I mean,
no shit. The big black man is the shade. He's shading this nigga from the spotlight. Keep your ass right here.
That's clever. That's real clever.
Here, my nigga.
I like the journey that took. So that's HellInACell this Sunday. Hopefully we should have this out before SmackDown. If anything else gets added on SmackDown, I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Again, when there's a last minute match, I always
ain't no addendum. We're not addendum.
Yeah, no, we're not addendum. We're not addendum in them shit this week or next week.
Addendum and all.
The dinner and dawn. Was there anything else going on before we get out of here? No, not at all. Unless I'm missing something in pro wrestling. I one of these days I think AEW has to figure out a different day than Fridays, because Fridays ain't the move for them.
Friday is not the move because you muted.
Yeah.
That shit look passionate too.
It's killing their numbers.
It is.
It's killing their numbers. Also, the Hart Foundation, their blue uniform, their blue hookups look better than the pink.
Yo, them blue bitches was hard.
The blue ones were fire as fuck.
Bitches was hard.
Bret low-key had.
Yeah,
he was rocking Jordan 1s. Like, when you look at the number of photos of him,
but he did also have to always wear that Don Carnage leather too. So it's a trade.
And Don Carnage.
He wore the Jordan 1s with he would have the stone wash, acid wash jeans.
Yeah, always the jeans of his hands in his pockets.
They was tough though.
The fit, the jeans work with the shoes, but it's whatever that light blue colorway that came out not too long ago. There's one picture I remember specifically that he had ones that were reminiscent of those back when they actually first came out, when they was fucking $60 or whatever.
Yeah, they was about 70, 69.
He always had good. Dope gear, in my opinion. I always liked that his gear was dope.
He was dope, motherfucker.
How much money? Because he always had, it was always leather. Especially when he was singles hitman, it was always some leather with the fucking tap. I seen we gotta get out of here. I saw a meme
Yo, what was his move? My bad, Cat. What was his finisher before the sharpshooter? Was it the pile driver?
I was like, wasn't it the pile driver?
It was the pile driver, right?
The Hart Foundation?
No, Bret Hart.
Oh, I don't know what. I don't know.
I thought you should think the move was called the power driver.
So did I. I thought it was the power.
That makes sense. That makes sense, though.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What it's called when Mr. Mark is doing it. Power. You got it.
You're a wild nigga to have no socks on, never. Mr. Marcus ain't never had no socks on.
Nigga, sit down.
Like, yo, he got his foot on her head.
I seen that one. That was
like
cool.
His foot like right here.
Yeah,
in the shoe.
Why the nigga ain't never had no socks on though? Like
never.
Like,
where am I?
They had a little setup and stuff. He had no socks on, but he always had a hat on. Come on, nigga.
With a hat on, yo.
Yeah,
they have a snapback, some shades, and a pair of Jordan 12s with no socks on.
No socks. Oh yeah, no, we can do it. I don't care, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, going to town.
That room was right with the smell of
the funk of 10,000 years. We might have to call this episode the Power Driver. That's
they got goddamn smell like feet and sex in that junk. Ooh, crazy delight.
Yo, those be the nights.
Yes, the one that had to do the fluff for him was like, that nigga feet be stinking, man. He don't know what I'm stopping.
I'm done.
Oh, yeah, stinky,
like he was a stinky whore.
God dang.
Like, hey,
I fucking hate you. I hate you so much. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. Y'all got any black rascals of the week?
Hey, do you think the fluff after you being fluffed?
You might have to, or you probably should.
Hey, you know you're doing a good job down there.
No, the question is, do you tip?
Yo, the tip. If you tip them, they gotta fluff you again.
God damn it!
He popped. God dang it!
God damn it! I gotta start all over. No, that's ridiculous.
Hey, yo, do you think
Drip is dead? That's funny
because they can't get the rights. Yo, do you think like in porn movies they really play dope music, but they can't get licensed? So they play porn music on top of it
in the air tonight and shit. Like,
yeah, you can't play that shit.
I can feel.
You can't. Wait, but so they
can feel it buzzing in the face tonight.
They gotta overdub the music. They gotta overdub the sex sounds too. Like they gotta be in the room, fucking into the mic. That's it.
It's got to be like old martial arts stories. Like, hi, how are you doing? Like, it's got.
Hey, just someone in the other room.
Yeah.
Somebody is in there.
Like like basically like Speed Racer.
That's your job, yo. Now I make the hand sounds for
This
doing.
nigga sitting 5 hours a day.
I make that nigga always look like Mark Henry.
He goes, hey, do you work out? No. I make it clap.
Not that
You
way.
make it clap. Yeah, baby. Go to this YouTube page. My skills.
I'm picturing someone like
Imagine the nigga at the interview.
I'm legit picturing Bokeem Woodbine as this guy.
Did you see Big White Butts 12? Do you remember this? That was me. That was me. All right,
maybe this one.
I'm sorry. On that note, do y'all got any?
Go in the interview and say that was me. You are wild.
Let me see some of your work. Let me see some of your work.
Well, that's the rich guy move when someone asks like, so what do you do for a living? Ever heard of blank? Like that's the rich guy move. Like, so hit.
Yo, Big White Butts 12 is. I'm about to. Let me look at this shit.
It's sad because it's probably a movie.
Oh, yeah, come on.
It's sad because it's probably a movie. Make sure.
That's not sad.
It is what it is. Nah, but
This is the same.
Jesus Christ, what a ending to an episode. Nah, y'all got any black rasslers of the week? Like for real, for real?
Yo, the moment that we didn't talk about that happened on TV this week is
What was that?
MVP approached Kofi. Kofi hit another nice promo and a nice string of promos against him. You know, against MVP and saying, "Yo, go ahead, get out my face." You know what I mean? Because he was like, "Yo, nigga, Kofi Mania made me proud. Nigga, see me crying." You know what I'm saying? And Kofi was like, "Well, I do what I do because I come in here and my friends are here and it's great and blah blah blah." At the very tail end, right before the television cut, my black wrestler of the week, Xavier Woods, says to Kofi, "He's not wrong though." And then it faded to black.
Xavier's good.
Like a fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm episode. Like,
Yeah.
And also, he's had a busy week. E3 was this week. Even though E3 sucked, he did get some screen time on G4 this week. So shout out to Xavier Woods having a pretty decent week.
Word, shouts to him. I watched the documentary about Nick Arcade, and I forgot that he was trying to be the host of that. I don't know where that campaign is, but if motherfuckers bringing Nick Arcade back, y'all got to have a black host, and it's got to be Xavier Woods. That's it.
Or Cal.
Or Cal.
I am ready to host any show you need me to host. Within reason.
I'll host this show. He'll host that show.
I've been doing this for some time.
Yeah.
I hosted this show.
So yeah, see, this is Cal's resume.
Right here.
And
you see it?
so when I go into my next audition and I tell you'll understand.
That's good. That's good. What about you, Matth?
It hasn't happened yet, but I'm gonna shout them out pre-match. I think it's tomorrow. It's Saeed Al Sabah and Treehouse Lee are tagging in an independent card. I can't remember their opponents, but I know that shit is gonna be fire.
Word.
So those are my black wrestlers of the week.
Xavier Woods just shouted that nigga out too.
Of course he did, because he watched the BRP last year.
Listen, and you watch.
They're fighting Task Force
Word.
on Saturday. Pardon me, I thought it was
That Rick
tomorrow.
Martel and
Classic.
Jumping
Classic.
Jim Bronzel, the Z-Man.
The Z-Man.
You got the big Z in your fro, man.
You the Black Zorro? Sorry.
Black Zorro.
I'm sorry. What about you, Drip?
Just because they retained on Sunday, Wesley of MSK.
almost put this beer on the screen.
That's the new meme.
That's the one.
Fucking head.
That's the one.
Fucking Wesley. This guy.
These white folks crazy.
No.
It's crazy.
Every day, all fucking day.
Oh yeah.
Do I think I'm giving Kofi my black ass of the week. I think Kofi is just it's been too fucking good.
Kofi's good, man.
It's just very, very consistent. It's almost like this is the Kofi that we should have been seeing even after he lost the belt to Brock, making him a person on the scene. Obvious he's a good promo, but I think there was something Meltzer was pointing out the other day that I thought is the key. Live in conversation, Kofi's really good at responding like if you were to say something, he's going to have the perfect response in character to what you say. So it sounds like it's a real conversation, even though it is this may he's really good at speaking. It's probably because he's been there for a while. I wish we could have gotten this years ago, but take it when we can get it. We're still in BRP 50 season again. We're going to be dropping 25 to 11 on Friday, June 18th. The top 10 reveal will happen on YouTube. youtube.com/Black Rasslin. On Saturday, Juneteenth, I don't have a time yet, but if you're subscribed, the video will be uploaded, and the video will be uploaded with the time. You should be able. It'll probably be sometime around lunchtime on Saturday. We'll see. Before we get out of here, though, can y'all please let the people know where they can find y'all on social media?
IlFam79 on your social media choice, but way more important every single weekend. At Where's Buffy? At Where's Buffy on all social media. Where's Buffy.com. Where's Buffy.com. Where's Buffy.com.
Oh man, for at Matth Damon, you already know where I'm gonna be at. Shout out to Royale. Go check the pod. Shout out to Zell.
Word.
Check this shit on YouTube. You know, shout out to the family, man.
And creators keep creating, man.
Yeah.
What about you, Drip?
On Twitter, Davis, aka Drip. Instagram, Davis:DC. Stat guy for BRP. After this Sunday, I'll still be your predictions champion. Banks versus Davis. We had Mighty Vin of Wrestle Rap on. Shouts to Vin. Dope episode. Check it out.
Peace to Vin. It's always
Yo, shout out to Sparks coming through,
Sparks.
breaking bread, man.
I saw. Wait, I meant to mention that because I did see that photo. Who was he? That was just his man's he was rolling with.
Cuz that was Cuz.
Where did y'all go?
Non-vegan restaurant.
Vegan restaurant in the
Really?
city. We had a good time. We chopped it up for a minute.
Over some fake ass burgers.
No, I had a real burger.
Cuz had a real burger.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
good.
it was good.
Shit was good. It was dope. We had a real good conversation and shit. Sparks a piece of shit, but you already knew that.
Shit. Speaking of good conversation, I mean, Brother Fam has been all over. He mentioned
everywhere.
He mentioned Black Wrestling Alliance. He mentioned Wrestle Rap, I believe. He was also on the Mental Health Matters special that was on. We Love Wrestling. Job of Tears. Brian H. Waters was there as well.
Brian H. Waters, Sir Wilkins was on there.
Everywhere.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool, man. You know what I mean? Real cool conversation. Shout out to Stephen Wolf.
Stephen Wolf.
You know what I mean? Shout out, man. Of course, shout out to her.
Word. I mean, if you guys want to hear us anywhere else, if you go to blackwrestling.com, on the sidebar on the left, there's a headline that says appearances, and you can find everywhere we've been on, either via audio or YouTube. I'm at Cal on Twitter, at Black Wrestling on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Blackwrestling.com is the website, and as always, you find the Black Wrestling Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, wherever you get podcasts, we should be there. YouTube.com/Black Wrestling. Please subscribe, like, comment, review, wherever you get the Black Wrestling Podcast. Let the people know you rock with us. Send it out to the people. Appreciate all the genuine love. Even appreciate the people that have some things to say in the comments. We write anyway, but it's always good to have a nice and healthy debate. Can't say it anymore. BRP 50 Top 10 drops this Saturday. Please tune in when that is there. And we hope to see, we are ready for any smoke. Anybody has any questions, comments, you think we got it wrong, let us know. If you got a pod and you want somebody to be on the pod, let us know. We are down to be out and about. You might be seeing us on some of your favorite spots. Until then, we'll catch y'all very, very soon. Peace and all that shit.
Like me or not, I didn't come up here to be liked. I came up here